On this edition of Memphis Energized, how MLGW's Bill Roundup program is helping to improve the quality of life of Memphis and Shelby County residents. What officials are doing to improve customer interactions one call at a time, and how young engineers harness the power of the sun in a race that encourages creativity and ingenuity. We'll talk about those stories and much more on this edition of Memphis Energized. And welcome to Memphis Energized, a half-hour television program that features important news from Memphis Light, Gas, and Water. I'm your host, Michelle McKissick. Last January, Share the Pennies, a voluntary bill roundup program, moved from being opt-in to an opt-out program. The difference of rounding up utility bills to the nearest dollar has resulted in more households reducing their energy burdens. Paul Compton is one of the customers who has seen a dramatic change in his bills after contractors made weatherization repairs to his home. Here's Memphis Energized Rhonda Langston with more on this story.
Share the Pennies, a voluntary program in partnership with MLGW, MIFA, and TVA, which provides weatherization grants for low-income homeowners, is making a big impact for MLGW customers. Through the program, professionally trained energy technicians perform on-site home energy audits to identify areas of improvement for energy efficiency. Based on the home energy audit, qualified contractors will perform measures to make the home more energy efficient. Once installed, these energy-saving measures help to reduce heating and cooling costs for years to come.
My name is Paul Compton. They replaced the entire air conditioning unit and the heating unit. They installed a stairway up into my attic. They went underneath the house and sealed up and insulated all the joists and between the joists, as well as putting down a barrier, a plastic barrier on the ground to keep the water off from coming up. Upstairs, they insulated that in some places very deep, but it's all made a wonderful difference here. They did some floor work while under the house. They found that I had a leak, which was providing a lot of the moisture, which was having a bad effect on my joist and the framework of my house.
Mr. Compton's most notable change was the temperature in his home.
Well, the biggest change was immediate. I could turn on the air conditioner and set it for a comfortable temperature, and I could turn the air conditioner off, and I'd still be holding that same temperature inside for hours, 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, it's marvelous. Saved me a lot of money immediately.
Will Williams, lead energy technician for the Share the Pennies program, notes the insulation is an important part of keeping the home as energy efficient as possible.
In the attic, there was a new HVAC system installed. There was attic insulation added. We required the contractor to bring it up to an R38, and an R38 is equated in inches, so he had at least 20 inches of insulation in there to equate that to being an R38. Insulation is very important. It's almost equivalent of you going out in 20-degree weather, having a jacket on or having a coat on. So the insulation is like having a coat on a house. That's something that we require to ensure that a house is going to be as energy efficient as possible. There was some sealing done. There was sealing done on the top, and there was sealing done on the bottom. So when they put in the vapor barrier, before they put the insulation in the attic, we seal the joists in the attic.
The program will be open to more applicants soon, and those interested should sign up at myfa.org/sharethepennies.
I'd like people to know that they ought to pay attention to this kind of thing. Not only is it good for them as far as their comfort in their own homes, but it's going to save them a bunch of money. And the program is very much worthwhile getting involved in. I thank everybody who was in that program who gave those pennies or nickels, dimes, change. Helped me immensely.
The goal of the program is to help customers who need the energy efficiency repairs on their home and can really reap the benefits, like Mr. Compton.
One of my favorite changes is looking at my bill every month. It's been cut almost in half every bill I've gotten since the work has been done. Big change.
For Memphis Energized, I'm Rhonda Langston.
Thanks, Rhonda. Mlgw surpassed its goal of $5 million in liquefied natural gas, or LNG, sales revenue this year. As of November 1st, LNG sales reached $5.5 million, with year-end projections on pace to hit $6 million. On average, Mlgw sells about 900,000 gallons of LNG per month. Michael Taylor, Mlgw's Manager of Strategic Planning and Innovations, said this helps keep our utility rates low. It continues to be a non-traditional revenue source for Mlgw that benefits all of our customers. LNG is natural gas that has been liquefied and chilled at extremely low temperatures for easier transport and storage. Since 2012, Mlgw has sold $32.7 million in LNG from its Capelville plant. United Parcel Service ranks as Mlgw's top LNG customer. UPS buys the alternative fuel for its long-haul delivery fleet. By switching to LNG vehicles, companies like UPS are using less gasoline and diesel fuel while reducing its environmental footprint and decreasing its greenhouse gas emissions. In addition to its commercial sales, the utility uses LNG to supplement its natural gas supplies. If temperatures drop to sub-freezing conditions and demand for gas spikes in Memphis, Mlgw can tap into its 12 million-gallon LNG reserve tank. With projects like LNG, which provide an additional revenue stream, you may wonder how Mlgw used your utility dollars. Mlgw's proposed 2019 budget is $1.9 billion. When you break it down, for every dollar paid to Mlgw, 66 cents or $1.1 billion buys electrical power and natural gas. Here's where the rest of your dollar goes. 23 cents, operations, maintenance. 6 cents, depreciation and debt expense. 5 cents, payment in lieu of taxes. And what is Mlgw proposing to do with your utility dollars in 2019? Reduce the number of electrical outages. Replace antiquated equipment to enhance reliability. Repair and modernize water pumping stations. Build a new community office. Continue improving gas pipeline safety. Mlgw completed installation of all electric residential smart meters in 2017 and expects to wrap up gas and water connections soon. Residential customers with smart meters have been able to take advantage of significant fee savings to the tune of $4.6 million. And money isn't the only thing customers are saving. The amount of time it takes for connecting services has been whittled down to 1 hour or less for households with smart meters. It can look unpleasant and taste bad, but it's not usually a health concern. Brown, red, orange, or light yellow water is usually caused by rust. There are two major sources that can cause water to be rusty: the water mains or the water pipes in your building. If it's the water main causing the issue, it may be because of sediment in the pipes or rust from the inside walls of the water mains. The rust can be disturbed and temporarily suspended in water with unusual water flows from water main breaks or maintenance or by the fire department flushing a hydrant. If it's the water pipes in your building, consult a licensed contractor or an experienced plumber. Water that is being discolored by rusty pipes is not a health hazard. However, it is an indication that the pipes are corroding and they can eventually leak. In either case, if it looks discolored, let your water run for a few minutes until it's clear. You may want to avoid doing laundry if the water is discolored, or use a rust stain remover. Regular detergent is okay, but you'll want to avoid using chlorine and bleach, as it could react with the rust and cause a permanent stain. If you have questions or want to report discolored water, call 544-6549. Mlgw has launched a new tagline, "Serving you is what we do." To bring the slogan to life, the utility has started several new initiatives. One of those new projects is the modernization of the company's phone system with the goal of improving customer service, one phone call at a time. Here's more on that story.
In October of this year, Mlgw launched a new phone system to improve the level of service to customers.
The Ivr System is an interactive voice response system, and what it does is it allows our customers to be able to call and to handle some of their business. One, if they don't want to talk to a representative, let's say for instance, I just want to get an extension on my bill. I want to make a payment arrangement. The interactive voice response system allows them to do it just by simply calling 544-6549. It gives them more self-service options, but it also gives them an opportunity to speak with a representative if that's what they need to do. Sometimes our customers just really need to speak to somebody. It may not be that I need an extension, it may not be that I want to start new services. I just may have some questions about why my bill is so high. So it gives them an opportunity to either take care of the business themselves or speak with a representative.
Mlgw's former IVR equipment was installed in 1999. After nearly 20 years, it was outdated and no longer supported by the vendor.
We wanted to be proactive and we wanted to replace it and upgrade it so that our customers could have a great customer experience when they called Mlgw.
Customers may have become accustomed to following the old prompts. Those no longer work, so it is important to follow the prompts when using the system.
You just got to listen at first until you get more familiar with the prompts and understand what you need to hit to get the resolution that you need to get.
The new IVR provides immediate and future customer benefits.
So this system that we've implemented, it can actually handle a higher number of calls so that we can assist more customers. If we have an influx of calls, you don't get a fast, busy signal if all of the lines are busy. We also have one system that handles multiple media services. If you're online and you do a chat, if we send out text blasts or anything about your account, all of that comes out of one system instead of us having multiple vendors and multiple systems for us to maintain. The options that people use the most have been moved to the front in our new system.
The system has the capability to provide enhanced service options in the future.
Currently, we're working on developing and testing a callback system. So if it's a Monday morning or it's very busy, instead of waiting on hold, you'll have the ability for us to call you back and you don't lose your place in line. We can even move towards predictive calls for customers where when you call, we can look and see what's going on with your account and maybe guess what you're calling for instead of you having to even listen to all the prompts.
The improvements in technology give customers the option of self-service or talking with a service advisor.
While we have this new technology and it has more self-service options, that doesn't mean we're not going to have as many employees. We aren't eliminating positions with this, we're just trying to enhance customer experience.
For Memphis Energized, I'm Taylor Rhodes White.
Don't go away, there's more Memphis Energized after the break. Stay tuned.
At Mlg&W, we're working hard to make your life simpler. With our new prepay option, you have the flexibility to choose when you pay your bill. Pay a little each week or once a month. You're in control. And with Prepay's simple-to-use interface, you can initiate payments, set balance alerts, and track your balance and usage in real time. Plus, with Prepay, there are no late fees, deposits, or reconnection fees. Avoid any end-of-month surprises with Mlg&W's Prepay system. Come into a location and sign up today.
While technology makes our lives easier, it can also make us easy targets for scammers. A 2017 report published by the Better Business Bureau found an average of about one scam report is received every 15 minutes. The top means of consumer contacts by scammers is by phone, and the median financial loss to consumers is $274. In one rip-off scenario, a perpetrator will call over the phone using spoofing technology, which makes your caller ID display what appears to be Mlgw's number. They tell customers that they owe Mlgw, and they threaten to shut off their services immediately if they don't pay their bill. Remember, Mlgw never demands payment or threatens to cut off services over the phone. Mlgw never tells a customer to buy a prepaid debit card. Mlgw always mails cutoff notices to customers and can use auto dialers alerting you that a payment is due by a certain date to avoid cutoff. Here are some tips to prevent you from becoming a victim. Number 1, trust your instincts. If something does not feel right, it's probably a scam. Number 2, remember, a live agent will not call to personally tell you that your services are being cut off. Mlgw uses mail, email, automated messages, or text to notify you when your services will be disconnected within days of disconnection. Number 3, don't always believe your caller ID. Scammers may fake or spoof caller ID information. Number 4, pay attention to the tone of the caller. Do they seem like they're being forceful? Remember, scammers may know your last month's bill or how much you owe. Just because they know this information does not mean they are Mlgw representatives. Number 5, be mindful of the demands. Mlgw will never tell you to make payment using a reloadable card. To pay your bill, you can use pre-authorized agents, pay by phone, online, or in one of our community offices. You can also get a list of ways to pay at mlgw.com. Anyone could be a victim of a scam. However, there are some preventative measures that you can take to lessen your chances to becoming a victim. Number 1, be aware of your balance and usage. We give customers the option to have 24/7 access to their Mlgw accounts. This can be done by signing up for My Account. You will be able to view and pay your bill online, get payment, email, or text alert reminders, electric bill delivery, and one-time payments can be posted within an hour. Number 2, don't have access to a smartphone or a computer? Simply just make sure you open your mail. We send written notice of disconnection. What do you do if you think it's a scam? Hang up the phone. Never give out personal information over the phone. Call the Mlgw Customer Care Center at 901-544-6549 if you have any concerns. Call the non-emergency police line if you have been scammed. Go to any of the 5 Mlgw community business offices and speak with a credit counselor if you have problems paying your utility bill.
Welcome back to Memphis Energized. In the fall, a unique race was held at the University of Memphis. In this competition, cars used the power of the sun to cross the finish line. To tell us more about the blazing race, here is Memphis Energized Lillian Johnson.
For the last 6 years, the University of Memphis has been the site of a very special competition, one that's powered by the sun. In connection with Engineering Day, or E-Day, Mlgw hosted the Blazing Race, a solar car race that requires students to design and build model cars. Mlgw's Junior Engineer Professional Engineer Program, or JEPE, helps to coordinate the event in connection with Mlgw's Corporate Social Responsibility Department. This year's race was divided into divisions, grades 6 through 8 and grades 9 through 12. Students really had to use their creativity to construct a viable car. Mlgw provided a kit containing a solar panel, battery holder, and motor. That's it. Participants could use any other materials to design and build a solar-powered vehicle for the course, but students were encouraged to use recycled materials as there was a $20 limit on purchased items. Trophies and bragging rights went to teams in both divisions for speed, design, and notebook. The notebook category considered how well students documented their design and build processes. For Memphis Energized, I'm Lillian Johnson.
Thank you, Lillian. MLGW employees support United Way in a big way, raising hundreds of thousands of dollars each year to support this worthwhile organization. Most of the donations come through payroll deductions, but funds are also raised by conducting special events and programs. One such event is the annual United Way Golf Tournament. In its 12th year, the hugely popular 4-member team tournament makes a significant contribution to United Way annually. Tournament organizers presented the United Way of the Mid-South with a big check at a recent MLGW Board of Commissioners meeting. In addition to cash, employees also volunteer their time in the community. In the spirit of giving and during the holiday season, MLGW volunteers were especially active. Staffers took to the streets in area parades, including the Whitehaven, Germantown, and Memphis Christmas parades. And if you walked by the corner of Madison and Main downtown, you would have seen workers ringing the bells to garner donations to fill the Salvation Army's kettle. MLGW wants to make sure area seniors are not left out in the cold this winter, so the utility is once again teaming up with the Neighborhood Christian Center to assist qualified low-income seniors and disabled residents of Shelby County through the Power of Warmth program. The MLGW program provides space heaters and electric blankets to eligible MLGW customers. Eligibility screening will be held on January 16th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Neighborhood Christian Center on Jackson Avenue. To apply, applicants will need the following credentials on hand: MLGW bill and the applicant's name, Tennessee State ID or driver's license to verify age and address, the most recent pay stub or Social Security income statement to verify income, disability documentation if applicable. MLGW speakers are coming to a location near you. Here's a calendar of events featuring dates for informative workshops and holiday closings. Are you looking for an even easier way of keeping up with your utility bill? Then look no further than your cell phone for MLGW text alerts. Customers can sign up to receive text message notifications of billing due dates and possible impending cutoffs. Customers can register for the program at mlgw.com/textalerts. To help keep emergency lines clear for those life-threatening situations, customers are reminded to use 528-4465 only for emergencies. MLGW deemed emergencies are considered things such as gas leaks, downed electric wires, broken water mains inside a building, or unsafe street barricades. If you need to stop, start, or transfer service, call the Customer Care Center at 544-6549, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. And if typing rather than talking is more convenient for you, then you can get your questions answered with just the click of a mouse. MLGW's web chat feature for residential customers can be found at mlgw.com. Web chat is available for all residential customers from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Web chat provides a full range of service options, including the option to make payment arrangements. And as always, customers can send any of their utility-related questions and feedback to MLGW Customer Care at mlgw.org. For your safety and to protect our employees, please remember to use caution when driving in a utility work zone. These zones located throughout the city don't have to be dangerous if you use caution. Many times you will see crews working near streets and highways when installing gas mains or working on overhead or underground power lines. Utility work zones are clearly marked with signs or work zone flaggers, so pay attention. And remember, speed limits may be reduced in work zones. Thanks for helping to keep our employees safe so we can do the best work for you. We've covered a lot in this edition of Memphis Energized. I hope you've learned a lot and will join us next time. And remember to join us online at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and at mlgw.com. Until next time, I'm Michelle McKissick. Thanks for watching.